In 1989, the former owner of the studio, Dick Lehman, was looking for somebody. I was at the same pottery conference he was with my professor, and he asked my professor whether he knew anyone that wanted to work here, and my professor pointed at me even though I hadn't said anything about my future. And so I happened to come up here just to work for a year, and have been here ever since. The pottery that I sell here in store is 90% high-fired stoneware glazed work in a gas kiln. And then I have two kilns at my home that I use, and we call that atmospheric firing, and they're wood-fueled. So the wood ash goes through the kiln and deposits on pots. Each pot is really individual. And most of the time it's like Christmas opening that kiln. I'm a big advocate of buying handmade stuff because the person who made it, their spirit is in the work in essence. There will be never the same one twice. Even if you look at my pots, even the same form, they're related, but they're never perfectly the same. Also, you get a lot more aesthetic choice from people who make handmade work. I like not being static. Sometimes you can get a line and that's all you do. People that have been here know that my work constantly evolves. I guess is the best way to say that. My process of work here is kind of collaborative with customers. There's some things I make because I know they're popular, and there's some things I make, the more one-of-a-kind things, and to sort of feed my soul a little bit, and then often I can blend the two into things that I know will sell, but also I can make my own way, and that's a fun, creative process. The whole sense of making gives me a sense of fulfillment that I really, really enjoy, and really appreciate that that I can do that and be supported by the community. And we get a fair amount of travelers through as well. And I also like that the studio is right to the showroom, and so people can come in and see what we're doing that day. It's an opportunity to educate that you can't just make it and fire it. It takes about 3 weeks to get from start to finish. My showroom consists of about 50 or so different products, meaning mugs to serving bowls to baking dishes of various sizes, casseroles, vases, along those lines of production, and with varying colors. So there's a lot of choice out there. And then I have some sections of wood-fired work that are more one-of-a-kind, and some soda-fired work, which is also an atmospheric firing that is more one-of-a-kind work. Goshen is a good community for artists. The community around really supports the work of artists, and there's a fair amount of a lovely little shop. And Elkhart County in general has a lot of good crafts and things to see that I think is pretty incredible for the community its size. It's got a high rate of makers in this area. Very grateful for the community support. Keep buying handmade stuff for gifts and their own homes.